Hey, my loves, good morning and grand rising to everyone. It is 10 a.m. in the West Coast, and I wanted to make this video to make a very quick announcement. Um, I will be postponing my videos for now um, until I get settled back in wherever I'm going. I think that some of you guys might know about the situation that I am currently going through, and it's a an intended predicament on the Illuminati and this group of people that keep coming up against me, and well, not me. They keep coming up against God, not me. This is why, you know. Um, there are so many people right now that are very bothered and upset with the fact that I became an independent artist instead of, following the norm as they wanted me to. And I guess it's an ego thing, they're more upset about the fact that that I went and created something without them. They're more upset about the fact that I created something that didn't need their validation. And of course, they're upset about that. But nobody cares. I don't care. I don't work for them. I work for God. So, and realistically speaking, I could have been working for these people if they would have given me the right respect and the right respect as part of being a member of the organization. Instead, they decided to um, throw a bunch of rocks in my way, a bunch of monkey wrenches, blockages, and things like that that they're trying to create for me just to kind of derail me and to completely take me off my path. What you guys are seeing right now is exactly what they did in the past. This is how they blocked my destiny in the past, and this is how they made my life a living hell. You know, their goal was to keep me uh, distracted, keep me busy putting my life back together because of all the destruction that they keep sending into my life. And I, I honestly just don't. It's hard for me to understand the situation because I don't operate out of ego. These people clearly do. There's one of them in there that's got a crushed ego because he couldn't make his little pup chase him. Well, it was a woman, not a pup. That's where he went wrong. Okay. The others, there's a copycat that looks more like an inflating human balloon, overrated, overdone. I'm not against the cosmetic surgeries for BBLs and all that, but if you're gonna do it in a way where you look natural. You don't look like an inflating walking balloon. And I don't mean that in any disrespect, but I'm talking about my copycat. Um, Clearly, facially, she looks like me. Physically, she never will. She's just different. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna be polite. Um, but the people that are working against me and trying to oppose and oppress my path are people that are intimidated by my potential, by my creativity, my whole persona in general. It's sickening, And like I said before, their main purpose was to continue to steal that essence, to continue to steal that light, and continue to steal that path. This is why they did all the things that they did in the past, just to keep me blocked and unable to stay in my path because I was dealing with so many setbacks and so much hardship, poverty, but they made it a point, we're going to break her. It doesn't matter what it takes, but we're going to break her. We don't like her confidence, and we don't like the fact that she is retaliating against us by exposing us and telling on us. We don't like her defiance. We don't like how strong she is. So we have to re-traumatize her and put her back in homelessness to get her to go back to her south node, go back to being toxic or karmic. That's what the South Node means. South Node means that you walk in toxicity, you're not walking in light. Um, and so they wanted me to go back to that, but they keep overlooking the fact that this is not about what they want, what they don't want, what they like or what they don't like. This is about God. And nobody can stand in the way of God. Anyone who tries, they quickly get to find out who He is, you know? And my job is to continue to stay true to myself, to continue to lead the world out of the darkness, out of bondage, out of all these darkness that these people have put this planet or these people through. And by that I mean that I particularly don't watch TV. I don't watch television at all. Um, I don't even go to the movies. I haven't been in the movies like in 20, 30 years since Titanic, I think. That was the last time I ever went to a movie theater because I really, really love the movie Titanic. And so I wanted to see it in a big screen. I did, and I haven't been back ever since. I don't really follow much of the Hollywood industry anymore because of all that is currently being aired out and exposed publicly on the news and everything. Um, it's hard to try to work with toxic or toxic individuals like that. It is not safe for anyone in general, especially for those that are chosen with talents, anointed. The people that are truly meant to be in those positions, they are the ones that I would worry the most because these are the main targets they have used all these years. I was one of them, um, but in the end, you have to understand that what will come, what will happen, it is God's will. What is about to happen, it was predestined by God. This is what these witches and warlocks and these covens and these Illuminati and Mason people have been working on all these years. All we know who she is. We just can't afford to have her out there. We have to keep stealing from her. So no, we don't want her out in the public. We don't want her out in the spotlight. We don't want anyone to see her. We don't want anyone to know who she is. Or she's going to expose all of us. They're going to know that she was the one that we stole all of this from. But God saw everything. He had already seen what you tried to hide. And He only let you get away with what you did to me or against me because he wanted to see how far you were willing to go out of hate, spite, a vendetta that only exists in your head or in their heads, because the majority of these people that are attacking me spiritually, sending all these spiritual attacks, disruption, destruction, all these things, whether you want to believe that this is fantasy or not, this is just as real as a heart attack. It's just very real, you know. And they really tried it. They really tried to take me down. They tried to put me back on the streets. They really came for me. And what they did wrong is that they ignored the fact that they were not coming for me. They were coming for God, a giant. God is not just anybody. And that's what these people did wrong. And they want to turn around and tell people, oh, she's a bad person. She practices black magic. Look at what she's doing to us. And look at all the attacks she's sending to us. People around us are dying because she's sending us death bells. Translation. We sent that to her. It just backfired. That's the part they don't tell you. God is not going to reward people who practice black magic or work for the devil. I don't do any of that. God is with me because He knows I don't raise a finger to harm anyone. And here is hundreds of people raising their voice against me, trying to sabotage the light that God gave me. It's almost like trying to tell the world, well, the sun is green. The world knows the sun is yellow, but they want to tell people, no, it is green. It's a narcissistic trait of gaslighting people into confusing them about the truth, about what they already know. It's like this sick mentality that they use, um, mind games, to gaslight you into believing the opposite of what you know it's true. No, that was never the case. I don't even know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? What happened? The whole time they were the ones doing it. These people need targets that are asleep, targets that will never wake up because they already sold their soul to the devil. The only ones awakening right now are the chosen ones. And the rest of the world is experiencing an actual spiritual awakening. Everyone is waking up to the truth. Everyone is removing the veil of the illusions. And like the typical weak narcissists and weak tyrants that they refuse to take accountability. So God said, if you refuse to do the right thing, to take accountability for what you have done to my chosen, then I will show you, I will make you, because you were not supposed to hurt my chosen. You were not supposed to treat my chosen this way. I put the chosen one in your path so that you can help the chosen, not to destroy them or kill them or abuse them or exploit them without their knowledge, keeping them in poverty and hardships, setbacks, obstacles, barriers after barriers. For what intention? To keep them off their path, to dim their light, to steal their light. This is how they have built an empire for their own, by doing exactly this. These people are possessed by the spirits of oppression, which is Leviathan. It's a demonic marine entity that they use. They are possessed by that entity, but they use that entity against their targets to wreak havoc into those people's lives, to destroy everything about them, their personal livelihoods, their jobs, their relationships, their boyfriend, everything. This is how evil these people are. They cannot win without turning to black magic, without resorting to witchcraft, without resorting to manipulation, energetic manipulation. They play puppeteers and they call themselves handlers. I have a Virgo after me saying that he's my handler because he wants my life. He wants to be the star, but the only thing he knows is how to sleep around, how to kill, steal, and destroy, how to fake money, how to fake contracts, how to put people in triangulation, because the only thing he's interested is sleeping around and stealing people's gifts that way. He doesn't go around sleeping with people for free just because. The people he sleeps for free are people that have gifts. He has to sleep with them so that he can steal their gifts. He's so pathetic, such a parasite, a vampire, a sick creature that shouldn't even be allowed to walk the ground that we walk on, because the way in which this person operates is evil, manipulating, cunning. He has no limits. His spite, his hate, and the envy and jealousy he feels for me is worse than what you see on a woman hating on another woman. But when you see a man hating on a woman like this, exactly how can you not think that this is not a gay person? Only gay men hate women with power. Only gay men are intimidated by women with voice. Only gay men are intimidated by women, period. Real men love a strong, confident woman. They encourage them to stay that way or to be better. But this this Virgo man, let me tell you something. Oh, he's good. The stories, the illusions, all the lies that come out of his mouth, the games. It's like the poor person doesn't have an identity. Everything this person does has an ulterior motive. Nothing that this person does is out of the kindness or out of the heart. It's just, if I don't get anything out of you, I don't want to waste my time. Do you really think that he came to me because I'm pretty? Do you really believe that he came around me because he thought that I was the most beautiful person in the world? No. His hate was about my gifts, my light that irritated his demons. His hate was about the fact that I had true talent. His hate is about the fact that he sees that I am the true star, the true official person. He knows because he has been stealing from me for a very long time, energetically, physically, and emotionally. Did he hurt me? Yes. Did I get over it? Yes. Only weak people stay stuck in the past. Only weak people stay stuck in pain. Only weak people hold grudges. Weak people are resentful. They don't have the strength to forgive. They don't even have the strength to love themselves. But they go out of their way to oppress and harm me and my light out of hate. Do you believe that terminating my lease at home, paying people to do this against me, do you believe that that was just random? No, that was downright disgusting. And God is not happy. My ancestors, they're furious. And just in case you were wondering what's happening, whatever is happening around you, that's God, not me. Let's get that straight and clear, okay? Whatever is happening around you, you did this to yourself and them. We are aware of all the death magic that you have been sending me, the sickness spells that you have been sending me. And you keep trying to act like you don't know what's happening. It's backfiring on you or those around you. Anyone that has any relation to you, whether that's a friend, a neighbor, or a family member, or a coworker, or just somebody that you know from the club, or just anyone, those people need to be aware that when they have links with you, they have links with death. When they have links with you, they have links to fraud. They have links to laundering money. That's why. And all he wants to say is, I hate her for exposing me, for making the world see the true colors in me. And all he wants to do is revenge. For what? Because I didn't chase you? You are by far the most pathetic man I have ever heard of that needs that chasing thrill to survive. Well, I suggest you stick to the weak women or the weak people that you keep dating or sleeping around with. Because they are the ones that have that for you, not me. You're never going to have that from me. It's gone. It's dead. It's sick. Vanished. I know exactly what you and this pathetic group has been doing behind my back. And all I can tell you, all of you, is that you're going to have to keep trying to negotiate with God because you're not going to get the reaction you want out of me, and you will never pull the strings in my life again. Anything you do against me, God will return it back to you 10,000 fold. Okay? Because He has been very clear with all of you when He started sending you warnings. Stop attacking my chosen. Stop trying to destiny swap with my chosen. And you don't listen. You keep trying and you keep trying. Oh, well, if I can't do it myself, then I'll just go hire people to do it for me. Make sure you tell those practitioners that they will have consequences for touching an anointed person. A true practitioner does not practice black magic just because they got paid big bucks, $100,000, $30,000, $50,000 for death magics. A true practitioner doesn't just take the money. A true practitioner investigates the target. Why are you trying to kill this target? Who is this person? And when they find out, what do you think happens? And you want to keep going to different people to do psychic readings. When is her counterpart coming in? When is her divine masculine coming? I need to know more about her love life. I need to block it. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. And you want sympathy. You want forgiveness. You want to force people to forgive you. Because all your life, all you have done is force people to give you what you want with your manipulations, using your body that's sick. You create so many different fake profiles under my name and pretend to be me and ask people for money. You did this to me on one of my TikTok pages, and I went along with it because I wanted to prove myself that what I was being told and shown was accurate. And they were right. You have no limits, but it's all recorded. And if for 1 second you believe that you got away, listen to my throat. That's him. You know what he's doing? Throat chakra. He doesn't want me to talk. This is why he keeps doing all these things. And not only he is a demonic entity, but he also practiced a lot of human sacrifices with these Illuminati people, because all of these Illuminati people are into blood sacrificing. That means killing a person. A human sacrifice is the same thing as a blood sacrifice or a blood ritual. This is why I depicted candles and a pentagram full of blood, because that's what they do. There's a house in the woods, which is where they meet. It's like a remote area in the woods so that nobody sees where they're meeting and so that nobody can hear what they're talking about, not knowing that I am standing in the room listening to the entire conversation, watching everything that they do. And it's on camera. There's a hard evidence about this. And there's no way they can say, here's $100,000, give me that footage. Or here's $50,000, you never saw this. If you say anything, we'll kill you. This is them. And this is the people you people want to make a pact with? I don't think so. These are not gods. These are spiritual parasites, assassins, murderers. These people practice all kinds of weird things with humans. What they do to children is beyond unforgivable. The way they abuse children sexually, energetically, and physically, and spiritually. It's sickening. It's disgusting. It's downright wrong. And because they lack the accountability, God is now ready to step in and get you the accountability that you need. Because in the end, all of you will understand there is no other God. There's only one God. I am sending healing light to all of you. And my only advice is stop trying to kill me for insurance money. Stop plotting my death because you're plotting your own, not mine. Anything you do against me, you're doing it to yourself. Nobody's broken around here. Nobody's sad around here. Yes, I may be lacking of some things, but I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm stable. And even though I'm going to be staying around with people just to get by in the meantime while I get back on my feet, since that's what these people did to me, we have to block her money. We have to stop her from working. We have to keep her isolated so that people can believe the lies that she's incompetent. It's pathetic. It's sick. You know, as a child, as a teenager, and as an adult, I faced a lot of bullying in school, in high school, and even in college for that matter. Because I did go to college for a little while. I was taking associate in arts because I really love arts, but these people just didn't want me to get better. They kept throwing things my way just to keep derailing me. But the one thing they couldn't derail is my IQ. And there's hard proof evidence about my IQ. They know. And that's why I have outgrown all of their bullying because I know that in the end, I was the one that was the strongest and they were the weakest, you know. They were the ones that were intimidated. I was the confident one the whole time. They targeted me out of jealousy because my confidence irritates them, you know. They don't like the fact that I don't react. And when you're an empress, a person that has, you know, gone through all these various setbacks and lessons, an empress is not going to react the way that you people expect her to react. You made her mature. You made her stable with all the charades and the rhetoric that took place against my character and myself. A person that is mentally incompetent isn't able to talk or even put a sentence together. And they tell people that I am incompetent, that I have no reasoning, and that they say that there's something really wrong with my mind or my head, and that I need therapy, that I need to be locked up in some kind of mental asylum because they keep telling people that I'm crazy. The whole time, it's them that it's crazy, not me. Because I'm not the one that's out there going out of my way to defend my character. I really don't care if people believe it or not. That's not my problem. It's their problem, you know. Because in the end, God will show them all who they missed out on, what they did. They're going to know that they missed out on a blessing. And they will know that there is no turning back because God has specifically assigned me the mission to never talk to anyone from the past again because He's upset about the way these people treated me. And He had enough. They were warned repeatedly. And from this moment on, it is God's will, not theirs. They can keep spending all the money on spell work to kill me. They can keep spending all the money on car accident spells. They can keep spending all that money in bribing people to do things to me or against me. The people involved and them. The people they pay and them. They will all have severe karma for it because the most disgusting part of it is that there are people that I know that knew what was being done, what had been done. They knew the whole time. They knew about the setbacks, the hardships, the homelessness, the poverty, the lack. They knew. And all they did was laugh instead of stepping in and say, hey, this is what's been done to you. You need to know the truth. No one stepped in because they all had a purpose. They hated me because they were not me, not because I did anything to them. They just hate me because they're not me. They hate me that it's me, not them. And they know that for almost 50 years, I didn't know who I was or what my power was because they did all these crazy spells to do mind control and to erase the memories so that I wouldn't ever remember what they did and why I couldn't remember who I was, why I was always in setbacks. Why can I ever have the lifestyle that I was supposed to live in, the greatness that I was supposed to live in? Because these people were gatekeeping me. They were playing God in my life. You don't deserve anything. We don't want you to have anything. We don't want you to have a career. We don't want you to have money. We don't want you to have a job. We don't want you to have love. We don't even want you to have a home. We don't even want you to be alive. This is what they're saying. The same thing that you saw being done to Michael Jackson is exactly the same thing that these people are doing to me. The same cowardly, the tyranny that took place in Michael Jackson's life by these lunatics is the same thing they're trying to pull on me. But there's only one thing they made a mistake on. They didn't investigate what the true consequences would be if blood sacrificing me would either bring them success or the end. And God allowed them to. God allowed them to do what they did to me because He needed them to see that they were nobody, that they can get away with only so much until God says, now it's my turn. Sit back and watch me. Now you sit back and watch God work because it's not about you anymore. It is not about your money or the spells or the people or the number of people that you send against me. It's about God and all my spiritual protection that you try to infiltrate. This is what you have done. You have awoken the rage and the wrath of my ancient ancestors and God Himself. I hope that you know what that means. With this being said, I want to say thank you for listening to my video, and please, love yourselves, pour love into yourselves. Um, Never stop loving yourselves. Love and practice spiritual hygiene, cleanse yourselves, and stay away from the negativity and these toxic people. If you are in any way resonating with what I talked about in this video, then turn to God, ask Him for guidance, ask Him for clarity, and just let Him help you. Okay, because these people have no limits, and it's time for all chosen ones to rise, for all God's children to rise against this demonic entity. This is sick, disturbing, disgusting. And in the name of God, I call justice on all of this. I send light and love and healing to all of you. And to my listeners and my subscribers, I love you guys. Thank you for your support, and I am sorry about all of this. I know that this was not in the agenda, but I was guided to do this by God. So, I will be back with my normal videos and my music videos soon. I am not getting off my path. They are not going to get their way this time, because this time God is in charge. Okay? So, I love you guys, and I am sending you my love and healing light. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.